respected judges, dignitaries, guests, and all others present here today. My name is Arjun Shivaramakrishnan, and today I'll be talking about the capabilities of the Indian rupee in becoming a global reserve currency and the steps that the Indian government must take in order to make this dream a reality. Now, a global reserve currency is of utmost importance in the global economy. And the countries that print these global reserve currencies have a very unique position of power in the global economy. These countries effectively control the world's global trade and finances. They have a say in the interest rates of the world, the debt obligations of the world, and also have a lot of influence on the multilateral financial institutions like the IMF and the World Bank. So one must ask the question, what are these global reserve currencies and why are they so important? Global reserve currencies are nothing but currencies that are held by central banks of other countries in order to finance their international transactions and debt obligations. These currencies are effectively used to carry out global trade and finances by these countries because all of the global commodities and trade are denominated in these currencies. You look at the price of oil, the price of gold, the price of silver, they're all denominated in a particular global reserve currency. And thus, the global reserve currency printers have a very important role to play in the global economy. Now, one must ask, how can you become a global reserve currency? What makes you qualify to become a global reserve currency? In order to be a global reserve currency, it requires stability, liquidity, convertibility, influence, and most importantly, global trust. And this is exactly what the US economy and the US dollar has been able to do for the past 80 years, ever since the end of World War II. The US dollar has remained the global reserve currency of the world, and this is purely because of its stability and the trust it has around the world. The US dollar, through its trust and the words of "in God we trust" embedded in every single US dollar note, has allowed the world to trust the US dollar and instilled a lot of belief to use it as a global reserve currency. However, in recent years, the US dollar's influence has been waning around the world. This is purely because of the sanctions which the US is imposing on every single enemy of its, and also the huge debt which the US has amassed, over $40 trillion in debt. That is why many countries are looking to other alternatives to become a new global reserve currency. Economists and thinkers feel that the Indian rupee is the perfect candidate to become a new global reserve currency. However, for the Indian rupee to qualify as a global reserve currency, it obviously has to satisfy those conditions which were already mentioned: stability, liquidity, convertibility, influence, and trust. But in my opinion, the Indian rupee doesn't cover these bases as of now. If you look at stability, a currency's stability comes from its ability to back it. The backing comes from gold and silver reserves. However, India's gold and silver reserves as of now are considerably lesser compared to the United States and China. Second, you need convertibility, but the Indian rupee is not fully convertible as of now. The RBI, through its Tarapur committee in 2006, clearly mentions that if you want to convert the Indian rupee completely, you need to have inflation between 3 and 5%, and the fiscal deficit has to be below 3% for the preceding 3 financial years. And this is unachievable as of now. Third, the Indian economy and the Indian rupee's influence and trust around the world is not at the level where you can achieve a global reserve currency that's efficient and effective. Thus, in my opinion, the Indian rupee is not ready to emerge as a global reserve currency as of now. But that doesn't mean that it cannot emerge as a global reserve currency in the future. By taking strategic and calculated steps and avoiding the mistakes that countries like China and the United Kingdom did in the same manner, we can ensure that the Indian rupee truly becomes a global reserve currency, not just for the next 10 to 20 years, but for the next 100 to 200 years. So what should the Indian government do? First, increase the number of Vostro accounts it has with different countries. India implemented the Vostro accounts to trade with sanctioned nations. And what this allows is for traders to settle trades directly in the domestic currency, significantly reducing transaction costs. Second, India must improve the capital account convertibility and reduce the restrictions. This way, the foreign exchange in India will increase and the number of rupees abroad will also increase. Third, and most importantly, the Indian government should focus on growing India's economy at a rate of knots and increasing India's development as a transshipment hub and a trade hub for the world. And this is already being done through Gift City. What this will do is make many international transactions routed through India and increase the penetration of the rupee. Last and not and most importantly, the Indian economy should focus on showing the world its technological capabilities. Revolutionary technologies like UPI, RTGS, and NEFT that have taken the Indian economy by storm must be introduced to the global economy. And when the global economy sees the benefits of these and the convenience and affordability, they will want to carry out international transactions using this. By implementing these reforms and these steps, the Indian economy will ensure that it creates a global ecosystem for the rupee to thrive. And this way, the Indian rupee will truly become the global reserve currency for the next 200 years. Thank you.